Welcome to Cortburg Speaks Retirement, an audio podcast about investing in the stock market, financial planning, money management, and retirement planning. Each Wednesday, we help investors at all stages of life learn how to potentially grow and preserve their money from first job through retirement. Now here's your host, Miguel Gonzalez.
Good morning and welcome to the Cortburg Speaks Retirement audio podcast. This week, let's talk about a challenge that quietly chips away at your retirement, even when the markets are doing well. Inflation. We've all felt it. Grocery bills inch higher, utility costs rise, your favorite vacation spot now costs twice as much as it did a decade ago. But when you're retired and living on a fixed income, inflation is not just annoying, it is dangerous. Let's take a closer look at how inflation affects your retirement and what you can do to protect yourself. The first thing is the long-term impacts of rising costs. Inflation is the rise in prices over time, which reduces your purchasing power. Even moderate inflation can have a dramatic effect over a 20 or 30-year retirement. Let's say you need $60,000 a year to live comfortably when you retire. If inflation averages 3% annually, in 10 years, you will need about $80,000. In 20 years, you would need nearly $108,000. In 30 years, more than $145,000. Without an inflation-fighting strategy, your standard of living could slowly erode even if your expenses stay the same on paper. Number two, not all expenses inflate equally. Some categories like food, housing, and energy tend to experience higher inflation rates. But there's one category that hits retirees especially hard: healthcare. Medical costs have historically risen faster than general inflation. That means that your prescription drugs may cost more each year, insurance premiums can rise annually, and long-term care may become more expensive just when you need it most. You will want to build these rising costs into your retirement projections, not just assume today's costs will stay constant. And number three, fixed income equals fixed risk. If you rely heavily on fixed income sources like pensions or annuities, you may be more vulnerable to inflation. Unless your pension includes a cost of living adjustment known as a COLA, your monthly benefit will stay flat while prices go up. Social Security does include annual COLAs, but they may not always keep pace with real inflation, especially in high-cost years. That's why it's important to build flexible and inflation-sensitive income sources into your retirement plan. Number four, investing to outpace inflation. To stay ahead of inflation, your portfolio needs growth, not just stability. Here are a few tools that can help. Stocks. Historically, equities have outpaced inflation over long periods, making them essential for long-term growth. Dividend-paying stocks. These can provide income that grows over time. Treasury inflation-protected securities, known as TIPS. These are government bonds that adjust with inflation. And real assets. Some retirees turn to real estate or commodities as additional inflation hedges. The key is balance. A diversified approach tailored to your goals and risk tolerance is best. Number five, your withdrawal strategy matters. It's very important. Inflation should shape how and when you withdraw money in retirement. For example, consider delaying Social Security to increase your future COLA adjusted benefit. Withdraw from taxable or lower growth accounts first to let other assets grow. And adjust withdrawals annually to account for inflation, not just flat amounts. Your withdrawal plan should evolve alongside inflation, market conditions, and your spending needs. In conclusion, inflation is a silent threat that can shrink your retirement income if you're not paying attention. But with smart planning, diversified investments, and the right strategies in place, you can help preserve your purchasing power and maintain your lifestyle throughout retirement. This is Miguel Gonzalez, Certified Retirement Counselor and Managing Partner with Cortburg Retirement Advisors, signing off for this week's educational podcast.
The opinions expressed and material provided are for general information and should not be considered a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and are not intended as investment advice or a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Please consult your financial professional before making any investment decision. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Private Advisor Group, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Private Advisor Group, LLC, and Cortburg Retirement Advisors, Inc. are separate entities from LPL Financial. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal.